The movie starts with Sam, who is at a party arranged by his ex-girlfriend Fanny. But Sam's not there to have fun. Instead, he is there to get some of his tapes back, which he forgot in the house. Fanny asks him to wait, as there are a lot of guests at the party. After waiting for a while, Sam starts getting frustrated because she is just greeting news guests and ignores him. Sam approaches her again and asks where his stuff is, so that he can find it by himself. Then his ex tells him that the stuff is in a nearby room. She again asks him to wait there so that they can talk about their problems privately. After that, Sam walks through the corridor full of druggies. He then goes to the room that his ex told him about and starts searching for his stuff. He locks the door so that no one can come inside. Later, he finds his things, but then blood spurts out of his nose, so he sits down on a sofa to relax for a bit. While Sam is sleeping, we hear a scream coming from outside the room. The next day, when Sam wakes up, he decides to take his things back home. But when he leaves the room, he is shocked to find that the entire area is a complete mess with bloodstains all over the place. Sam goes to check outside the room and finds that everyone at the party, including Fanny, has turned into zombies. He sees a family in the other building fighting some zombies, and then he sees a couple trying to escape.
Come on, stay inside the building!
But sadly, the zombies catch up to them. Sam then tries to calm himself and starts planning how to survive the zombie attack. Sam hears a gunshot from the floor below and is scared by the gunshot, which shatters his room's floor. Sam breaks a hole through the floor using a gas pipe.
Anybody here?
He sees a man who has shot himself. He goes down to check and realizes that this man shot his zombie wife and then killed himself. Sam then takes all of the food supplies right away. He then grabs the shotgun and takes some ammo. He then goes to lock all of the doors so that no more zombies can enter the building. Sam finds some useful tools that he can use to survive. He then checks every room in the building, but then he indicates which rooms he can use and which contain zombies. Once he has completed inspecting every room, he decides to take the lift back to his room. However, there's already a zombie in the lift. Sam doesn't kill him because he thinks that the zombie is not aggressive and instead uses a belt to tie the iron fence. Later that evening, Sam listens to his recordings to calm himself. The next day, he keeps an eye on the zombie moving around the area. Then, he calculates how much food he will need to survive this zombie apocalypse. After counting the food, he lets out all his emotions by playing up the music as loud as possible. However, he doesn't know that the music will attract more zombies. Sam wonders if anyone else has survived in the city, as the city seems so quiet, just like a dead city. After a few days, Sam entertains himself with music, workouts, shooting zombies, and other activities. He has become so bored and sadness has consumed his thoughts. Now his room smells like shit because of the corpse that is downstairs, so he gets ready to throw the corpse. But Sam cannot bear to throw the corpse, so he locks the body in a room and seals the door's hole to stop further smell leakage. When Sam is taking a bath, he unexpectedly runs out of water. Now he has to find another way to get the water. Later that night, when Sam is sleeping, the zombies somehow manage to break the door open and bite him immediately. But it's just a nightmare that Sam has seen multiple times before. The next morning, he works out while listening to music. Later, he talks to a zombie old man, whom he calls Alfred. During rain, Sam tries to fill as many utensils as possible with rainwater. While Sam is shooting some zombies, he spots a cat walking by and quickly rushes downstairs to get it.
Come here, kitty. Come on.
He tries to lure the cat, but it suddenly runs away, so Sam goes out to find it. However, a few zombies start chasing him, so he rushes straight to the building and shuts the door. Sam is very disappointed because he was unable to get the only thing that could cheer him up. He hurt his leg while running, so he grabs his gun and points it at his own head out of fear that he will transform into a zombie. After waiting for a while, Sam realizes that the wound is just a small scratch and starts laughing. The next day, Sam notices that the zombies have left the area. He doesn't know where they have disappeared. He tries to inspect the area from the top of the building, but he sees nothing. Since it's getting cold outside, Sam returns inside to take a hot bath to warm up. Sam is left alone in the city, and it seems like he is starting to feel lonely. He decides to escape from there, but at this point, he dismisses the idea since he is too scared. He scolds the zombie Alfred to let out his emotions. Then, Sam plays his drums so loudly that the previously gone zombies rush towards the building. Sam slowly starts to lose control over his own thoughts because of his loneliness. He doesn't know how to console himself. At night, he wakes up to a noise coming from outside the room. Scared, he shoots the door, and when he gets closer, he finds that it's a survivor of the zombie attack and not a zombie. Since this is the first time he has met an uninfected person, Sam takes the woman into the house and tries his best to save her. The next day, Sam becomes overjoyed to see that the woman is still alive. Sarah, the woman, says that she has survived by moving from one building to another. It seems that a lot of people have managed to survive, just like Sam, but most of them have experienced stress, and some have even become totally insane. Sam shares his daily routine and hobbies with Sarah. Moreover, he introduces Alfred to her, but Sarah gives him a warning that Alfred can attack at any time. Sarah's presence in the room has significantly affected Sam. He realizes what life is really all about when he is with other people. As usual, Sam tells zombie Alfred everything on his mind. The next day, Sam decides to give Sarah some of his food supplies. But since there's not much food left, he plans to enter one of the rooms that is full of zombies to get some food. He makes a hole in the door and shoots all the zombies inside. He grabs everything from the room he could possibly need, including food supplies. Sam returns and panics when he finds Sarah missing. It turns out that Sarah is on the roof of the building. Sarah tells him she will leave the building as soon as possible because they cannot stay there for long. They have no idea if there are any survivors who have created a secure shelter for them. Therefore, she would rather go there than wait in this house. Since Sam's a pussy and too scared to do so, he tries to convince her to stay with him. Sarah says that Sam will go insane and kill himself if he doesn't leave this place. Sarah leaves and Sam apologizes to her for whatever he said before, but it turns out that all of his interaction with Sarah was just Sam hallucinating. Sarah had already died from the wound. Sam has to accept reality, and he becomes extremely depressed. Sam organizes Sarah's funeral and then goes through her belongings in a bag. It reveals that Sarah was married, but all of her family had turned into zombies and only Sarah was alive. Following that, he decides to follow Sarah's suggestion and burns all of the recordings he had been listening to. When he's about to leave, he realizes that he needs to release zombie Alfred from the lift. However, Alfred doesn't bite him and just walks away. Sam is surprised to hear the fire alarm blaring, which is due to the recordings he destroyed earlier. As a result, this draws the zombies' attention and they rush inside the building. After realizing this, he tries to fight the zombies, but he's quickly outnumbered. He rushes back and locks himself where Alfred used to stay. He climbs the lift to get to the floor above. However, one of the zombies catches up with him and forces him to fight. Then Sam climbs through the hole he had made earlier, but many zombies are already there. Luckily, the zombies are unable to notice Sam due to the thick smoke. Sam quickly rushes to the roof, tossing the rope he had initially prepared. Just then, he sees one of the zombies coming towards him. He jumps and crashes into the building next to him, knocking him unconscious. After some time, Sam regains consciousness and climbs the rope to the roof. Now, Sam has to go through every building in the area to find a safe shelter, and the movie ends. Subscribe to watch more movie recaps like this. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.